can do anything that we wanna do. Long as you got me, and I know I got you. We a team. No in between.
Hi, Randi.
Hi, Ann. Thanks so much for having me.
What are the 3 words that would describe you?
I'm an empath, a nature lover, and a doer.
How do you spend your days?
I own a boutique Pilates studio on the Upper West Side, starting an online program for the pelvic floor called the Vital Core Method, which will be launching in January.
So you have to help me with this.
Okay.
Tell me why Pilates is so important for your pelvic floor, and what is the pelvic floor?
So Pilates is about your core, working from and through your core. Your pelvic floor holds several organs in place. Your bladder, for women, your uterus, and your bowel. If it's not strong, you can have incontinence, which is leakage of urine. You can also have fecal incontinence, which isn't talked about as much, and or prolapse, where an organ actually comes down through one of the openings in the pelvic floor, such as the vaginal opening. Incontinence can be an inconvenience, right? There are a few kinds. You
Jumping, I mean, forgetting about a jumping jack. I could never, in a million years, I look at a trampoline, there's no way I could ever go on a trampoline.
Right.
And when we ask the women at our retreat, who in this room is having trouble keeping their urine in or feeling as though they've got to get to that bathroom and fast? Every single woman raised their hand.
You don't have to do jumping jacks, right? You can limit your running. But again, once you start limiting your life, it's probably time to start looking into the issue, because you don't need to.
Right.
So I teach women who say, when I go walk in the park, I make sure I'm somewhere near a bathroom, because I'm not sure when I'm going to need it.
Well, your whole life then becomes around where's the bathroom.
Right.
Exactly.
And they limit
there's a
what they
jar
eat.
in my car just in case.
Exactly.
Right.
They limit what they eat during lunch, what they drink, because they don't want to keep running to the restroom.
I find that I'm going to the bathroom much more at night. You told me about some stats on that were kind of scary.
I have read that the #1 reason women end up in assisted living is they fall going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. They break a hip or they break their collarbone. The more often you need to urinate during the night, the greater chance you have of falling. It's dark and you're groggy. Going more than once, maybe twice a night doesn't have to happen. Diet, posture, medication, but also the vaginal lining, the lining of the urethra, everything's starting to thin a bit as you go through menopause.
Right.
So
that's why it's important to have estrogen suppositories. And anybody that doesn't know about that, we'll discuss that at another time, but it's really important too.
Yes.
So doing the exercises can help. So for those of us that can't come into your studio, tell me about your online program. It addresses what? Like tightening the pelvic floor, but also
how to find it. There's so many programs out there, and I watch on Instagram and I look at TikTok, and there are people talking about the pelvic floor, but I don't hear anyone talking about how in the world do you access it, because people think they're doing it, but most studies show
open the door. Where is it? Where is that pelvic floor?
Women are not engaging it properly. They're squeezing their butts. They're squeezing their inner thighs.
Okay, how to
access it?
Okay.
What do you need to release it, or do you need to strengthen it,
Got
or
it.
maybe a little bit of both?
Got it.
Coordination of other muscle imbalances.
Okay, and then are you available to also do either online or Zoom? Or?
Absolutely. It's all incorporated into the program.
Okay, so people can call you, they can do it Zoom or come in and see you.
Yes.
But you can also just be doing it at 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night.
I designed the program for busy women, because who isn't?
Exactly. Okay,
right?
Perfect. When we had our retreat, we were talking about what's coming up. And I know that you were grappling with the idea of separating after a long time marriage. Where are you with that?
We are officially physically separated, geographically separated. I'm feeling pretty good about it at this point.
How did you think you would feel?
I mean, I do believe that keeping the family unit intact, that for me, that was a value and something important. So I also feel like if you've been with someone for over 25 years, there's a lot to that, and there's a lot of love and history. I realize now that a little bit of fear was part of what was preventing me from actually moving forward with the separation. It's not what you planned in life. It's kind of hard to picture what life will be, and it's scary. Right. I think I'm really brave when it comes to business. I have chutzpah, I'm willing to take chances and push through things that scare me, but this seemed bigger. And you know what? I'm okay, and I'm actually doing really well, so thank you.
Yeah, good. There's also something coming up that you shared this fall?
I tested positive about 2 years ago for the BRCA2 gene mutation, which means I have a much higher chance than the general population of breast cancer, as well as ovarian cancer. I felt like a deer in headlights initially because it kind of felt like a cancer diagnosis because it was just so shocking. After I got over a few months of just kind of sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then going and actually seeing a bunch of doctors and getting second and third opinions, doing my own research and digging deep within, I've decided to move forward with a double prophylactic mastectomy because I don't want the anxiety of worrying, and I'll never forgive myself if I'm not here for my kids in the future when I could control that. So information is power in the end, and I'm very blessed to live in this day and age where I have access to something like
And that
this.
you have health care. Exactly. So explain to me what you're planning on doing. So you're going to have your ovaries and your tubes out and then have hormone replacement therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
Having my breasts removed means I have more autonomy and more options in terms of what I do for my whole body.
Got it.
Yeah. When you have family, you want to be there if you can for
you want to be able
kids
to say,
as they grow
possible.
and go through their milestones in life.
Exactly.
Like, why wouldn't you do that when you have the option? Yeah.
Well, a lot of people wouldn't. And because you're talking about fear, that's badass. I mean, that is, it is. It's because the breasts have all kinds of, it's our femininity, all of this. And what is it going to be like on the other side? People that I know that have had breast cancer, many of them, when they've just had one mastectomy, one side, they wish that they had done both because the anxiety and the apprehension and sometimes the recurrence of the breast cancer.
Yes.
It's almost like getting over the hump of getting separated.
Absolutely.
Because I know that you had such angst about that.
Yeah.
And being on the other side of that,
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you. That's
Thank you.
wonderful. What are you most proud of?
Well, I'm proud of I have 20-year-old boy-girl twins. I'm of course proud of them, and I'm proud that they're questioning people, that they're people who think and that they don't just accept the world for what it is, which I really I'm proud of that, and that they're good people.
Right.
I'm proud of myself for my character. I think that's so important. I've seen changes in people over the years, and I think that consistency in character is something I value in others and in myself. And I'm proud of, being brave, because I've had some fears recently, especially with these health things and with my personal life, and I'm realizing more and more I'm strong and I can really do things.
Does it get easier? It's like a muscle, like you're talking about your pelvic floor being stronger. So the bravery muscle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I really believe that.
Right.
Because once you prove that you can do something, you're like, wow,
I'm still alive.
I got this.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I am so glad that you came to share your life with us right now.
Thanks so much for having me.
You were my first wise and wonderful women interview.
I'm
This
so
is awesome.
honored. Thank you.
Yeah.